Fellow lost souls, wanderers, adventurers and heroes. Many of us have found ourselves trapped in Barovia, imprisoned by the mists. The devil Strahd has incarcerated us here, and the only way out is to kill him, or die in the attempt. So, welcome to Barovia. The land is cursed, and now, so are you. Hello, everyone. Goy just gave me a very excellent countdown, and I started laughing. So that was a good way to start. Hello. Let's start as we mean to go on. Welcome to our Curse of Strahd stream, session 15.
56.
Now, session 421.
We're wrapping up.
This is the last one, everyone. We go to fight Strahd. Buckle up. No. Absolutely not. Session 15, still early days, low level, everything's fine. But we do now know the future. We've had our futures read, so we know what to do. And we're nervous, excited about what's coming. My name is Debbie. I use she, her pronouns. I am the dungeon master. I master these dungeons. Let me introduce you to your players. Friends, feel free to introduce yourself, your pronouns, your character, and their pronouns. So please first say hello to Elise.
Hello, my name is Elise. Pronouns are she, her, hers. I play Mink, whose pronouns are he, him, and he is a Firbolg paladin.
Lovely. Please say hello to Galway.
Hello, everybody. My name's Galway, pronouns are he, him, or they, them, and I play Diota, who is an elvish artificer.
Most excellent. Please say hello to Adam.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody, wherever you are. Yes, Adam, I use pronouns they, them, or him, and I'm playing Teddy, a Satyr / Dragonborn fighter who uses he, him pronouns. He used to be a cleric.
Still, it's got cleric bits.
Yeah,
not bits of cleric. Is partially a cleric. That's okay. Great, fantastic. And last, but by no means least, say hello to Lena.
Hi, I'm Lena, and I play, my pronouns are she, her, and I play Mari Mia Tinkerer, whose pronouns are also she, her, and she's a tiefling rogue.
I'm gonna make a character named my pronouns are she, her. Adam hated that. They deflated a little bit when I said that. They're like, no.
Okay. Oh, my face hurts already from too much smiling. So let's be more somber. Housekeeping. We are affiliate on Twitch, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. You can also link your Amazon Prime account to support us via Prime Gaming. We have chat commands in the Twitch chat. !Discord will get you a link to our Discord community, which is great. It's a very lovely picture of me and my dogs yesterday that I didn't realize until hours after I posted it. The angle is very up my nose, so sorry everyone, but that's what you get.
It's a cute picture.
None of us are sorry.
I didn't notice that either.
Well, now you will. Now it's all you can see.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes, that is true. Yep, I just went to look at it.
Exclamation point merch will get you a link to our merch store where you can buy cool stuff with artwork designed by members of the community. I have recently worn and washed / laundered my Moontree City t-shirt. And I was very delighted to see it again. Oh, beautiful. Amazing. Adam was drinking out of a Helpful Goat mug last night. So I had to go and track down where mine was, and Mike's been drinking out of it. The audacity.
Helpful Goat
Stickers
sticker.
too. And pork fried dice. How cool. Very nice. Exclamation point Ko-Fi. If you'd like to support us, you can send us money for coffee, assets, books in Roll20, other things that the grown-ups manage. I don't know. Money is important, unfortunately. Which brings me to exclamation point donate, which I think is still pointing us to the Trevor Project, Galway?
Yeah. Exclamation point donate takes you to our support of the Trevor Project, benefiting LGBTQ youth in America. As always, we encourage you, if you have the time, the energy, the resources, go check that out, learn a little bit more, possibly provide some donations. But also, if you are feeling up to it, go look for a charity in your local area supporting the same communities, because donations there go a lot further towards direct action and support in communities.
Thank you very much. If you would like more Helpful Goat beside the Discord, you can find us in podcast feeds, Goats and Dragons, Helpful Goat Presents, and Dom and Dragons, where folks played Dungeons and Dragons with Dominic Monaghan, who is a celebrity and a nice guy, apparently. You can also find a bunch of our content on the YouTubes, in case you want to see videos rather than listen to words. All right. So, Helpful Goat, Curse of Strahd, stream session 15.
That's how
Final
YouTube
important.
works.
Is that what?
That's how YouTube works.
That's what I thought.
We
I
in
don't know.
fact pantomime the entire thing.
Yeah, if you watch the YouTube stream, it's a pantomime.
Yeah. It's silent, but deadly.
Well acted.
Yeah.
Of course, I do say this as the person who probably most uses like visual, physical humor to convey what my character is doing, and then I'm like, this is going to go well on the
It's a
podcast.
Audio describe what we're up to. Final announcements. Yes, I know where I am. This is intended to be a horror stream, so it may not be suitable for everyone. General themes today. We have got the addiction mechanic is still in play from the pies. There are going to be some missing children who hopefully, I mean, Galway slightly threatened them a little bit last time, but the plan is that they're going to be fine, hopefully. Vampires, because Strahd's still about. That's about it. General ominous danger. It's like Barovia's not a great place to be. If that doesn't sound good to you right now, feel free to give this one a miss and take care of yourselves. And likewise, we were talking before we came live. This has been a week for folks. So if the session cuts short because we need to take care of ourselves, so be it. We are important, and looking after ourselves is more important than playing a hopefully fun game. Music used in streams to date and going forwards is from Tabletop Audio or Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech website, used under a Creative Commons license. The terms and conditions apply.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready to get cursed, friends?
Ready.
Ready. Last time, Kenneth had a starring role in our stream with special guest appearance from Book, who I think is also currently present in the corner, perhaps visible, of Lena's camera. There were some chair-based shenanigans at Madame Eva before she told us our fortunes with the backing music of Shanty McJingles. You would not believe the speed after we stream with which I have to write these things down, so I remember them to put them into our recap.
I was thinking of like there's a real song in the Comptech.
And you think it's called Shanty McJingle?
No, but when I find the actual song, you will understand maybe
Yeah,
why
I know what
Shanty
I know what
McJingles.
you mean. I can't come up with it either, but like it's
I-
one of those things where it's like if you presented it alongside Shanty McJingles, you'd be like, yeah, same feeling.
It like I once referenced the actual song like during a Fates of Rin session. Like Andy started playing it, and I recognized it. And I was like, ah, yes, Shanty McJingles. But I didn't say Shanty McJingles. I
You
said,
said the actual name of it. Like you did
Yeah.
last week when I played whatever the music was, and you went, "Oh, it's this one. I know it so well."
yeah, at rest.
Restful, yeah.
At rest, yeah.
At rest, yeah. So here's the fun game that Debbie's playing now is going into like deep into the library to try and find music that Adam won't know that portrays the mood adequately. That's the game from now on. Anyway, we did learn some more information about Strahd and where to get some more information. We learned where to get a weapon. Well, generally where to get a weapon made of sunlight that I guess might be helpful in fighting vampires. I don't know. Someone that is likely to help us on our quest, and some personal fortunes about questions that each of our characters have and where they may be able to find answers, guidance, or support. Graboa turned themselves into a magic 8-ball by inserting the rest of the Tarokka deck into themselves and shaking themselves about, which reminds me, I should probably have those to hand if we need them. Mari and Mink had a deeper meaningful after the fortunes were told, and there was some pie-based nonsense. Adam and Debbie made a deal about steak and egg pies. Do you remember this deal, Adam? Would you like
I
me to
do
refresh
very
your
much
memory?
so. Every night I get to roll a d20, and if I roll a 19 or a 20, then Teddy has a dream about steak and egg pie and can consequently, therefore, invent it.
Uh-huh.
And if you roll a
Not natural
one,
What happens if you roll a 1?
Oh, I didn't write that part down.
At one point, it was just insta kill. Like Teddy just
No.
dies on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
it's not that anymore.
It's not that. It's not that.
I think
You
Uh,
forget
can
the
you ro-
existence of steak and egg entirely.
No. You forget about the existence of steak or egg. So you
Oh,
can
okay,
roll
not both.
you could roll a 1 more than once. Yeah.
So,
what happens if you forget steak and then next time you roll a 19 and you invent steak and eggs?
It's just an egg pie.
It's just an egg pie. It's a quiche. You invented quiche.
Kind of what he's going for anyway. I mean,
A steak quiche.
I mean, I'm picturing like breakfast empanadas. I think that's
Yes.
basically what
Yes.
Adam's been
Yes.
describing.
But it's
Which is
funnier.
not what Debbie's been describing.
correct.
Okay. Excellent. You did get a very good deal on horses and saddles and a silvered quarterstaff for Teddy from the Vistani. They seemed motivated to be nice to you. And you were nice back to them because you gave them a sticky sleepy potion in case they'd have to make an escape. So that was very well received. We then spent more time than I think everyone expected describing and getting to know our horses before setting off from the Vistani encampment, because you asked me to describe horses, and so I did. And I've listened back to it, and there was probably more detail than everyone wanted, but so be it.
was
No,
exactly as
there's
much
the appropriate
detail as I
amount of
wanted.
detail.
You're too kind. So we
Debbie,
did set off.
super into it.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it. That's me too, as you could probably tell. We did set off from the Vistani encampment, heading on the road towards Valakai, so it's kind of northwest in Barovia. I assume that all of you have got the map out in front of you. We did discuss options on the road based on the information that we got from the fortunes about where we needed to go in general terms and where we were going in the shorter term. Also, Marie remembered some information that she knew about the Keepers of the Feather, the resistance who oppose Strahd. And so we're now going to try and befriend the birds. We started with a white flag and some jerky, carried by
Full
Graboa.
180. I'm
Full
burned.
180 from Mink's somewhat bird murdery tendencies, to see if we can connect with them. Teddy and Murray did share some of their past, with both of them starting to dip into their backstory documents on the death of their family members. And finally, as we passed the gates of Barovia heading westbound, we saw deep in the forest and well hidden a white alicorn that fled as soon as it was spotted by Deota. There's a horse-based theme here, everyone. Do with that what you will. So we're still on the road heading northwest to Valakai-ish. Is there anything that you guys wanted to recap from the fortunes or anything like that before we get into our doings?
I'm copying and
Is an
pasting
alicorn
things
just a-
into our.
Fancy way of saying unicorn.
Winged unicorn.
Winged unicorn. Okay.
So yeah, it's got both the powers of a Pegasus and a unicorn. Bam. It can fly and it's got a magic horn.
Which are radically different CR levels in this game. Amusingly. Pegasi are like,
yeah.
I think a 2. Unicorns are like 12.
But there shall be no fighting of horses.
No,
It's very
Jesus
difficult for me
Christ.
to keep all of your animals safe if you're going to be fighting them. I mean, you can fight Jesus Christ if you want.
I have
Okay.
the note to myself from the end of last session that Mink is still dissociated as a note for next session. That's good. It's a good reminder of where we left things.
Why was Mink out of it?
Wouldn't you like to know, Debbie? I don't mind telling you, but actually, I don't think anyone fully pursued this question. Which is fine. I didn't expect y'all to. It's more of just like there are things going on that I think have not yet been played out in party dynamics.
Got you. No worries. No problem.
I mean, I've tried to have conversations with Mink. Mink just doesn't really like my conversational style.
We don't need to go down this road. Interrogation. Mink has tried to have conversations with Marty, and then it's like, whatever you need, Mink. And it's like, this is not a conversation.
Very good. I did also give the players off stream from the Curse of Strahd book. There's like a Tarokka deck quick guide, so I gave them that. So when Graboa pulls a card,
I am going through and adding this to the spreadsheet that I have for the party, and then I'm going to put in a random number generator so that I can actually randomly
so I don't
pull a
have
card.
to just keep being like, bam, it's the Necromancer.
I mean, if you prefer to do that, you are welcome to, but
whatever's easiest for you, friend. I don't mind. And since you're steering Graboa, I would be more than happy for you to be steering the cards.
But that way it's also random, so.
Yeah. Okay. So you're on the road, heading northwest-ish towards Valakai.
Did anyone else just see the large white magical creature in the trees that ran away from us?
I actually don't. Did we? I can't remember which of us saw that.
We did not.
I
think it was just Deota. I think it was just Deota, right?
I couldn't. Yeah, this was sort of both role playing and also a. Did anyone else see that?
No, what?
I
was looking for birds.
I think Teddy saw something, but he didn't know what it was, and I think you were the only one that saw exactly what it was. Away.
Okay.
Deota.
There was a large white magical horse creature over in the woods over there. It was watching us. It ran away. Mink, please don't run into that tree.
Thanks.
That would, I mean, a large white magical horse creature?
Wings, maybe a horn.
Yeah, okay, that would pique Teddy's interest for sure, because
Interested in the Fae, right?
Well, he was a Pegasus farmer, is that a thing? A farmer of Pegasus?
Sure.
Probably.
Your baby Pegasus Mara?
Yeah, Mara. He had at least one Pegasus. Let me go back to the notes. Did he have was he like a Pegasus shepherd?
No, I think you just had one that
just
was
had the
like
one
your
Pegasus.
friend. Yeah,
friend.
You did not have a herd of Pegasi.
Okay, but he is familiar with Pegasi.
Sure.
And I never wrote a description of what Mara
Mara.
looked like. So and
Magical,
he was
horsey wings.
He was traveling with Mara.
What, did she have a horn?
Let's say yes. Teddy is like, that sounds like it could be Mara.
No, Mara did not have a horn. Mara was a Pegasus.
Maybe she just hadn't grown one yet. Maybe she was like young.
Well, yeah, wait. Difference between a Pegasus and a unicorn. Is that what's happening?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. They're different species.
And an alicorn,
No.
which is the third.
But I think the only difference is the horn. So maybe she just hadn't grown it yet.
Teddy's very interested in this anyway. He's gonna, I don't know. I guess try to run after and find this Pegasus.
I feel like there have been on multiple occasions very strict things about staying on the. Oh God, Mink.
Wait,
We're gonna
Ari.
die. We're gonna die. Let's
He's
go.
he's in the woods now.
You want to make me a survival check to see if you
Can we
can
navigate our horses through these woods, or are they too thick for horses? Okay.
No.
wait. We received explicit instructions to stay on the path.
I've said that.
Right.
I've said that like multiple times.
Wait. Oh, but just you? Just
Yeah.
Mari?
I
Well,
live
we've been told
here.
to stay out of the
Yes.
out of the fog, which up until recently had been kind of pressing in from the sides of the path, like kind of narrowing our scope to like only the path. So I think this might be
So-
one of the first times we've also had the opportunity to leave the path without going into the fog.
So pretty much since you reached the village of Barovia after leaving the death house, you've not really experienced any close-up fog.
We're out of the tutorial.
Yes, yes, yes. You're now playing in regular mode. But if you go into the woods, you're going to be playing on hard mode. So you absolutely can. But you were warned by Murray that in the woods is more danger, and particularly to be in the woods at night is dangerous. But it's early in the day, like you just set
right?
off. Correct. So if you're going to go in the woods, Teddy, on your own, definitely now's the time.
On his own.
Okay. So, well, I mean, this. I guess let's decide now. So, for story purposes, what would you like to? Because I don't mind either way, but like, tell me what Mara looked like. Like that way I know. And then if Mara looked anything other than like a big white thing but then Teddy's not going to run after this. He'll just be curious and he'll keep an eye out for Pegasi going
Wait,
forward.
did you want Mara? Did you imagine Mara as like an all-white creature?
I didn't have like I didn't decide. And so this is just a moment to like.
So Pegasi would normally be like, imagine a horse, and then imagine it's got like great big swan wings, and they are usually white. They do not have a horn that comes out of their head like a unicorn, but they can fly, and you can ride a Pegasus when it flies. But if you wanted Mara to be like a different color, that is absolutely on the table. They do not only have to be white.
And Dio saw it pretty well, and like it seems fairly certain that it had a horn.
It might have just been like a cancerous growth.
Helping or hurting, Mari? Helping or hurting?
Helping?
Wrong.
Well, I mean, I guess like the question is, did you, Debbie, as DM, intend for there to be a moment here where Teddy has to decide, like, that might be Mara? If you intended that, then let's have it be possible in Teddy's mind that, oh my God, like that might be Mara. If you didn't
Yeah, it
intend
might
that
be
at all,
Mara. It could be Mara.
Let's fucking go. Let's chase it. This is Lena, not Mari.
really helpful, Debbie.
You're welcome. Teddy makes his own decisions.
Yeah,
I
but
also say, like, Diota maybe called it out, but you saw something you weren't sure what it was and got a glimpse of a large white creature in the woods that could have been Mara.
And also,
yeah, it's true.
shouldn't I think that the other balancing thing there is I had Diota express what they expressed. You, like, Teddy does not have the context of Galway rolled a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
He has Diota going large, white, horse-like, wings, maybe a horn.
Yeah, so maybe
Like he doesn't.
Look, yeah.
They didn't sound super certain or like, oh, I saw this. It was exactly this tall and.
Yeah. Teddy, before maybe even like it doesn't even register to him when you say like has a horn. Like that doesn't really matter to him. Like. Because basically he got pulled into this land. It's entirely feasible to him that Mara also got pulled into
Yep.
this land, and so he will pretty much immediately like shoot off the path and start calling out to Mara and doing like his signature whistle that he would always use on Mara.
Show
This
us
is
the
like
whistle.
it was like any other whistle.
Adam, do the signature whistle.
I don't think my mic would pick it up.
You're not trying.
There's only one way to find out, though. You could try.
All right, I'll try right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you.
I don't think you're doing it.
Amazing!
You're a
Oh my
liar.
god, it's so
Yeah.
musical.
The mic just didn't pick it up, I guess.
Oh, that's weird.
I think Mink immediately draws his weapon and spurs after, thinking that we are riding into battle. So
Mari immediately spurs after because she knows who Mara is and wants to help Teddy find her.
And so,
Wondering why Mink's weapon is out.
what do you want me to roll something? Survival or something, or was that I forget?
Yeah, to see if you can see any trail,
yeah,
or like navigate safely through the wood.
Yeah. Bringing up Teddy's character sheet.
Definitely don't worry about what I'm looking up in the books.
Sighing on the road, Diota. I'm just not going to mention it the next time I see a magical horse thing in the woods. All right, off we go.
Teddy rolled a 15.
definitively.
So you do a pretty good job looking around in this wood, and it's obviously a well populated wood in that there's like a little wolf paw print over there and a little bit of some creature's poop over there, and there's definitely like in the direction, because Diota saw very clearly where this thing was and saw very clearly the direction that it fled in, and it fled quickly.
And they would have been pointing like that out. So
100%. So Diota gave you like the direction to go in. So you went and you could absolutely see clearly in the forest floor 4 hoof prints of a horse. But after that, there is no trail. It's almost as if perhaps this creature flew or in some other way left and did not leave a trail behind. So
Weird.
you have no, strange that. You have no way of following a trail of this horse. But you can see where it was stood.
And there's no no response or reaction. He keeps doing the Mara whistle up into the. Like, what's the canopy like in these woods? Like, would there have been like room for it to kind of fly up and out of these woods?
So it is not like a packed pine forest, right, where the trees are like super close together and there's no room between them. This is a very lovely mixed forest. There's lots of different types of trees. There's little clearings. There's space between the trees for your horses to find a path, and there would definitely be room for an agile kind of creature to fly up and out and through and away, particularly if it is somehow enhanced by magic like you imagine an alicorn would be.
Wait, yeah, what's alicorn again? A winged unicorn.
Yes.
I feel like we just had like a 15-minute discussion about what an alicorn is.
Yeah, but I forget. The word is so now. Like, is it like all Pegasi or alicorns or what? Or
No. Take a Venn diagram. Pegasus, unicorn, alicorn is where they overlap.
Wings and horn, both.
Yeah. Unicorns have a
Pegasus
horn.
is just
Pegasus
wings.
have
Unicorn
wings.
is just horn.
Alicorn is
But are
both.
they actually like
Whatever.
part
Both
of the
flap
same like
and point.
like species family? Like could they interbreed? Like if you breeded a unicorn and a pegasus, would you get an alicorn?
Or just a
Why
magical
don't
mule.
you roll me an intelligence check, Lena?
Sure. I'm
No,
fascinated.
not
And
Murray.
Lena? What is
Yeah.
Lena's intelligence, Debbie? I think I've
don't
probably like a plus 20.
I don't think that's right.
I'm rolling a d20. Debbie, tell me how smart you think I am.
Okay.
What's my plus?
You don't know about whether these fictional
Wow.
creatures, if you bred them, could result in a different kind of fictional creature. It's weird, that.
Fine.
So yeah,
He's going to be looking for tracks of potential enemies that we are following.
Oh, amazing. Love this. Okay, would you like to make for me a survival check, please, Mink?
It's a
Actually, it's a 3.
I'm
What are
still
you rolling with?
exhausted.
Yes, you are. As a side note, Mari and Diota, did you follow into the woods?
Yeah, I said I was following Teddy to help look for Mara.
I was just sad first.
Okay, that's valid. Would you also like to roll for me, please, a survival check?
Sure.
I'm not actually looking for the alicorn. I'm just staying with the group.
Yep.
I'm absolutely looking for the alicorn. I got an 11.
Just wanted to make sure. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. 19.
Okay, so you're not looking for the alicorn, Diota. You're not like tracking anything. Mink is so absolute, like laser focused through their whatever they're going through. Right? They're only looking for an alicorn. They are looking so closely for an alicorn, and you can see that Murray is kind of all over the place, looking everywhere to try and see this thing as well. And you see, like straight in front of Mink, on the like the track of the forest path that they're following, you spot a wolf trap. Its steel jaws caked with rust. Someone has quite carefully hidden the trap under a thin layer of like leaf litter and detritus and whatever to try and hide it. But if Mink continues on the way that they're going, their horse is going to step into that.
Just stop.
Yeah, I mean, years of training and following orders. Mink pulls the horse up immediately.
Trap.
Can I get down from here and use like a long stick or something to set this trap off from a little bit of a distance? Okay.
100% you can do that. Yep, absolutely. And it might take like this trap has obviously been out here in the elements for a while, and it is, like I said, caked with rust, so it's not like a super responsive, like you breathe near it and it goes off. It might not have actually affected your horse if they'd stood in it, but it's still got its like teethy bits. But yeah, after a couple of prods with your stick, it will slam closed around your stick.
Okay, I guess we need to be on the lookout for these now. So if one of you will lead my horse, I will go in the front and just kind of start like anything that looks suspicious, trying to set off traps where they might be, so that the horses don't get hobbled.
Are we continuing into the forest?
I mean, what's Teddy's read on this? Like, Teddy fully lost Mara's trail.
Teddy wouldn't feel the need to keep going into the woods. Debbie, remind me what would Teddy's current connection, to the extent that he still has one, with Ectiarn be? Has that lessened because of his resurrection? I know that he's like, there's this transformation, and I need to do better at role playing, like the transition into being a fighter and stuff. But like, he still has that cleric in him, and his deity was Ectiarn, the Lord of Horses, Unicorns, and Pegasi.
Definitely. So I would say that your connection to the god of your cleric self like original Teddy Sator self, that connection strengthened while you were in Barovia, mechanically as you gained levels, right, in Cleric, but also felt like you were looking at it through like a telescope or at a further distance, or there was like some kind of filmy barrier in between you. Because you're in Barovia, which is not a place that your god is in, it feels like you're shouting down a pipe every time you try and make a connect, like pull on that magical energy, which is where you get your powers from, right? But the connection is still there, and you feel like your connection has become stronger over the previous days than it has been. But now there's this additional quote unquote complication or change since your resurrection, that you have this new self or this new set of abilities or this new set of features, and you don't know how that all balances out, but it doesn't seem to have weakened your connection to your god. That's still there at the same level that it was previous to your resurrection. It still feels like it's kind of tunnely or a little further away. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. Thank you. So, yeah, Teddy would, I guess, try to tap into that, like, yeah, from a distance, like he would try to like utter like a kind of a prayer to Ektiarn, for like over these like hoof prints, just to try to. He might catch his breath and try to utter a prayer, not from a place of like desperation or like asking for like, I need to find this thing, but rather like remembering like, whatever this creature was, like, may it know peace in this place. Actually, no, that's not interesting. I'm going to save that prayer for in the future. Right now, it's desperation. Okay?
Right.
Yeah. Right now, he's desperate to find it. He wants answers. And if there's another point at some point in the campaign, I've spoiled it. What a cool moment that would have been. But the arc will be that he wants peace for the creature, even if he can't find it himself. There we go. This is storytelling, folks. So, Ektiarn, tell me where the fuck this thing is. I want it. It might be Mara. I need comfort.
So, mechanically speaking, as a cleric, if there's like a moment that you want to talk to your god, is there like a thing that you do to do, King?
Mechanically speaking?
Yeah, like is there like God talking on your character sheet or something that's like a once a day you get to talk to God? I don't know.
I don't think. Let me check. I mean, I would like beyond just a religion check. I don't.
Yeah, so you can cast a spell, divination. It's a divination spell. I forget what it's called. That's like basically like God, give me a sign. And then that's like a direct, you can get an answer via casting the spell. There's divine intervention, which you only get at a higher level. You probably don't have it. And then there's just whatever stink you want to put as the GM on how much gods answer prayers or talk directly. So I don't know, from your smirk, I feel like you didn't need to know that answer, Debbie, and you were just saying it to make us acknowledge that this isn't going to work or something. But
no, I just wondered. I'm not looking at Teddy's character sheet, so I didn't know if they had anything like exactly like the divination or the divine intervention, or like if there's another God talk power or anything like that.
Some GMs play it where you can talk pretty directly to your gods, and some GMs play it where you can't. And I guess it's just kind of.
I mean, you can talk to them, but they just might not respond, right?
Right. Yeah. 100%. But I mean, in terms of like responses from gods.
I mean,
from gods.
I don't think I have the divination thing. I have channel divinity, like turn undead, and channel divinity preserve life.
It would be a higher spell. I think it's augury.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
There's augury, and there's one other one that's like literally you ask a god a question and the god answers.
I think it is just the spell divination.
Okay,
which is a 4th level.
Yeah.
Cleric spell,
which we probably won't have yet. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we don't have that.
No. So, Adam, as you're doing this prayer, and I think in your time outside of Barovia, let's put it that way, you could often make a connection with your god, like as you were praying, and not necessarily like speak to them directly, but you could feel their presence. Since being in Barovia, their presence feels not diluted, but further away, right? Like it's coming through a narrow pipe that it's having to squeeze through, for example. And so you feel their presence, but they can't tell you anything, and they can't give you an answer. Would you please roll a religion check for me?
Gladly.
A 16. Okay. With that 16, though, as you're in this moment of prayer, and how would Teddy be as he's praying? Is he standing? Is he kneeling? Is he lying face down in the dirt?
It's not lying face down in the dirt.
I don't know how religion works.
Yeah, that's fair. He would. He's in this case. He's standing and looking up to the sky.
Incredible. Awesome. I love that. So as you're standing and you're trying to reach for your god and you're looking up at the sky, you do not see an alicorn above you, but a single white feather, very large, comes floating down, and you can catch it if you want. And this feather, as you look at it, and you'll know Mara's feathers from... Does Mara have she, her pronouns?
Mara, yeah, she, her.
Yeah. From Mara's feathers, you'll know her feathers quite well, and they have like a kind of let's say like they have like a silvery sheen. This feather does not have a silvery sheen. It is pure, completely like unadulterated, no like other color or other tone going on. Very, very pure, matte white.
Oh.
And you can add one big white feather to your pocket if you would like.
I was gonna say, is that an alchemy ingredient?
Hey, no, it's a sign from his god. We can't use that.
Wow. Of all the people to be like, that's a sign from God. We can't use it.
Now.
Lena.
Mari's like,
Mari's
burn it,
found
I don't
religion all
care.
of a sudden. Worship the feather.
But also, so like, wouldn't Teddy be like super into this, even if you don't think it's Mara, because that is your god?
No, he's gonna keep the feather. It does seem like it was a moment for him, and he'll certainly still keep an eye out for this creature going forward. But he is confident that it's not Mara. But even so, what a nice little note of familiarity in Barovia.
Yeah.
So he's comfortable going back to the trail.
Path?
Yeah.
Would you like to retrieve this wolf trap from the forest floor where you found it and set it off?
Is there any
I mean, honestly, yeah, probably, because I'm an artificer. I like poking at things.
Okay. I think it is called a hunting trap. And I think it's a thing that's in like the player's handbook. So you can have one hunting trap.
I added just the words hunting trap for now, and I can look it up mechanically.
Look it up. Yeah. Cool. All right, so back to the path?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. So, as you continue along this road, is there anything that you would like to talk about as you travel along? You know, you've got probably at least a full day's travel before you get to Valakai.
Teddy, it would have been pretty cool if that had been Mara, right? Is she here, do you think?
I don't know. I hadn't considered the possibility that she could have been pulled over too. until that moment that I saw that one. I think not. I think I may be here alone, but maybe not as alone as I initially thought. Mara, I hope, made her way back home, or she's smart. She can fend for herself.
Oh, were you like with her when you got pulled over? You haven't really talked about how you got here. Have you? I don't think so.
Yeah, I was traveling to someplace. Back to the document. I was on my way to Unfangol.
Oh, you did talk about this. Lena just has bad memory.
And just a day outside of Hardcastle, after setting up camp along the road south of the Chandlewood, my itinerary was upended as I found myself transported to somewhere quite unexpected. ...
Right. Cool. That was a weird voice that you just did. You feeling
It's
okay,
my
Teddy?
dragonborn voice.
Oh, okay.
I'm changing. This is my dragonborn puberty.
Sorry.
Oh, cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for birds.
Okay. Okay.
Is that your favorite voice?
Well, yeah. Okay.
Oh, but no, wait. To be clear, so I'd searched Pegasus in my document, but I missed Pegasi. Growing up, his mother, Cadia, was a shepherd of Pegasi. So Teddy certainly grew up around Pegasi. That's what I was.
You did have a
Pegasus.
Pegasi farm.
Yeah, but I never ran it myself.
Damn.
I just helped with it. I was a ranch hand.
A ranch hand. Very good. Very good. All right. So as this is going on, can I get a marching order or riding order, please?
I think it is quite typical for Mink to feel compelled to be in the front and would go there unless someone did something different.
Okay.
Mari's
So
probably
Mink's-
kind of drifting back and forth with people, but
You're sort of ranging.
when not trying to make conversation with people, probably sticking pretty close behind Mink.
Okay.
I think next is probably Diota with Graboa and Lamdea in the air. Lamdea is more focused on a little bit of height and probably watching the road, whereas Graboa has replenished Jerky and still has the white flag for the next time a raven is spotted.
Okay. Irina will be also with you.
Right.
Yep. Didn't forget about her this time.
And Lancelot's running along.
Oh yeah, just chill your jets, cool your roll. Where is Lancelot? Why are you not
Don't know.
filed?
Did we lose the dog?
No. He's just not filed appropriately. There he is. Don't panic, everyone. I remembered where he was in the alphabet.
Was it in the L's?
Huh? Yeah, of course. Where else would Lancelot be? And then, so that means that Teddy's bringing up the rear?
Yes.
Marvelous. Excellent. Okay. So as you continue along, you round the bend of this kind of countryside road, revealing a sort of settlement, but it's really just kind of one building and a couple of huts and a couple of tended fields and a little shed over there. But everything is very picturesque, white little cottage type buildings and some open green rolling hills, still with woods, and it's not a very large sort of area, but it is a little change to the scenery. And as you approach, you see a curious, well-made wooden roadside stall covered in red flowers, and that is this here. And before we get into this, I just want to call out that this is coming from the book The Wild Hunt, which is by Hannah Mosley and Tom Kramer, and this person has tattooed my body, and she is an incredible artist. So all of the artwork in this book, this guy, she did, and it's full of like creatures from particular UK and Irish folklore. And then at the back of the book, there's this little short story called "The Red Tulips," which is what we're dipping into now. So this is outside of Curse of Strahd. This is new, but I read this and I just thought it's so beautifully illustrated that I thought it would be a nice little sidebar for us to explore. So you see this well-made
this
wooden
little
roadside
shed
stall.
here is the store.
Yeah,
Okay.
and let me move you along the road a bit. You're like here now. So just to describe the road, it's like a curving kind of a river. No, not a river. It's a curving path that U-bends back on itself, and in the middle of the U-bend there's a big cottage, and then there's a little roadside stall covered in red flowers.
You think they're selling some of Granny's pies there?
Probably check.
Yeah. I just really go for some pie.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna ride up to them and see if they're selling pie.
Cool. All right. One
Can
moment,
Teddy
please.
decide right now? Can he just like use his willpower to just decide? I don't want to be addicted to the pies. Like he sees Mari and he's like, yeah, nah, I'm good. Like, can he just decide that now? Like, is that
Yeah, that's how addiction works.
could that Debbie?
You can give me a Constitution saving throw, and if you roll a natural 20, sure.
Can Nick do that too?
If you roll a natural 1, though, it's not going to be good.
Okay, I feel good.
There's a
about it.
mechanic for you to get out of this addiction, but it is not happening overnight. But if you want to give it a red hot shot,
Yeah, it's not overnight, but like in the middle of the day, right?
Yeah, sure. The sunlight is like, oh, I'm no longer. Oh, that's a shame. You rolled a 9.
Okay,
had
but if you had been
advantage.
advantage, that's bullshit.
But it
I
wasn't advantage, though, was it?
That's the problem with the dice always rolling too. Is like
Yeah,
you get
that's
to
so
see- You get to
frustrating.
see when you don't get the 20.
alternate realities.
Can Mink also do this?
Yep. You will be rolling at disadvantage. No, not for saving throws. My
Not for
apologies.
saving
Sorry.
throws.
Thank you.
If I get a 1, it's going to be so sad. It's a 10.
10. So no, you do not manage to all of a sudden miraculously not be addicted to the magical pies. Nice try though.
Yeah.
Okay, can I continue with the nice story?
Yeah, I'm
Do
good.
they have pies?
I regret all of my choices, just for the record. Okay. The stand, Murray, as you get closer, is packed with tulips. All red, all perfect large buds, vibrant and fragrant. There are some beautifully woven, dried tulip arrangements wrapped in delicately printed rice paper. Standing among the buds and the blooming red tulips is a cat. Well, a cat person, it appears. White-furred, gleaming red eyes and long whiskers make for a cute feline face. Dark purple robes, a necklace embedded with red gems, and others with pearls adorn her delicate features. Lovely day to you all. Welcome, travellers, to Florafin's Red Tulips. You came at the most opportune time. It is the height height of our short tulip season, and as you can see, the smell. The flowers are at their peak this fine day. She invites you to browse at your leisure and is helpful and cheerful.
Do you have any of Granny's pies? I just really, really need some.
I understand. Sadly, we sell only tulips. But if you continue along to the windmill, I'm sure you can get some of Granny's pies there.
Oh, is that where she is?
I don't know where Granny is at any moment in time, but I'm sure you can source Granny's pies from the windmill.
Have you considered a collaboration with Granny's Pies to make like a tulip pie?
I will take your advice and consider it as a future possible business venture, but for the moment,
I think that's a great idea.
Edible?
only tulips.
It's just everybody wants Granny's Pies.
Mink is going to
tulips.
select a tulip. And just kind of look it over and then ask, is it just for trade for money? Like a couple coppers gets you a couple tulips, or
Each tulip is 1 gold piece, but you can get a dried tulip bouquet for 5 gold pieces.
what makes them so expensive? I mean, is there some special quality to these?
Well, as I'm sure you know, tulip season is short. And in Barovia, it's very difficult to grow anything. So they are... there is a great demand in the land for these tulips, and particularly for the dried tulips because they last, right? So they are very popular, which allows us to charge a reasonable price for our skill. And she flutters her cat lashes at you.
Mink puts the thing back down, the tulip back where he pulled it from, and is just like, I guess a reasonable price. That's some people's salary for an entire year.
I'm sorry, is there something I can help you with? As you're like muttering to yourself.
Are all of these tulips exactly the same?
What?
Like,
What?
are they perfect tulips but clearly different flowers, or do they look like little copy paste uncanny valley perfection tulips?
Would you like to roll me a nature check to inspect the tulips?
Sure. I think I also am just trying to you can visually see when things have slight differences to each other.
Oh yeah, no, they're not uncanny valley all identical.
Okay. That is the question. I also will roll a nature check to see what other information I can get about them. I just wanted to know, are we dealing with literally identical or just very close?
Is what we're looking at inherently supernatural?
Yes. Okay, but I'm happy to roll a nature check. Here it comes at disadvantage. Let's go, Mink. Already has a -1 to nature. We're going with a 2.
At least the disadvantage didn't matter.
Yeah. 2 2s. Yeah, so they're not uncanny valley all alike. They are all beautiful, really rounded heads, healthy looking, really thick, rich petals, but you don't know anything other than that. You look at these and you're like, these are good specimens of flowers from your extremely limited flower knowledge, Mink. Because I don't know, but I don't imagine that Mink is a flower person.
But Mink grew up as a shepherd, a shepherd's kid. So I think there were a lot of rolling hills and things near him where the sheep would roam. So I do think flowers, not entirely unknown to him, but certainly not not a gardener, not a horticulturist, right? So I think but that's kind of extra details that aren't needed for this moment. Sorry. I think he would just kind of shrug, pick the one up again and flip a gold piece. And just buy
Oh,
Just
bless
buy
you.
one.
Well, thank you. Have a blessed day.
Are tulips edible like roses?
Is that a question from Lena to Debbie or from Mari?
First
Because
thing.
Debbie doesn't know. Are tulips edible?
Apparently, yes.
They're edible. You just have to eat them with 2 lips. Huh? Elise? Huh?
Wow.
What's the alternative, Adam?
I don't know.
Okay.
What's the
Oh, maybe
alternative?
actually they're poisonous.
Oh.
I've seen 2 different things, so maybe don't eat tulips. This is Lena's PSA for don't eat things.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
since there might be poisonous, I don't care. So I can move on.
You, Lena, don't care?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Mari's eating this tulip.
Mari's just grazing.
She didn't get a pie, so she's like, fuck this noise, I'm gonna eat a tulip.
She's just gotten off her horse. She's now wandering around going, "Ang, ang, ang."
Okay. So while you're stood there, like from kind of behind the stall, it up onto the cat lady's shoulder, with a long tail, tiny arms, and black fur. Its face is a bit dog-like, but cute. It's like a little monkey.
Monkeys can rip your face off.
Okay. All right.
Monkeys may rip your face off.
And
Tulips
can.
may be poisonous. Anything? Anyone else want to roll anything? Do anything? You don't have to.
I guess I guess that. Would Teddy think that tulips, do they have any kind of special medicinal qualities?
You can roll nature or arcana if you like.
But not medicine.
You could. You can roll medicine if you want.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm so going off of like, I was having some fun, like, and Teddy just decided that he's not addicted. But if in character he is observing Lena, or observing Mari, maybe he is interested in like, okay, maybe we fucked up with these pies, and he's going to keep a lookout for anything that might help with withdrawal or addiction stuff. And
okay, yep, you can roll medicine.
As Mink and Mari are in like cold sweats and Diota's just on their horse, like.
18 on your medicine check. Interesting.
How interesting is it?
You do not know of tulips having any medicinal properties that may help with addiction. But you do know, from where you grew up in the Feywild, that there was like some lore around tulips being really popular with fairies, and how they would often have them like around their houses, but not for like any medicinal reason. Just you don't know why. They were popular with fairies and they liked them.
Huh. And just can you repeat the description of this person who's selling them?
Standing among the buds and blooming red tulips is a cat. Well, a cat person, it appears. White-furred, gleaming red eyes and long whiskers make for a cute feline face, dark purple robes, a necklace embedded with red gems, and others with pearls adorn her delicate features.
Huh.
And she's got a little monkey sat on her shoulder now.
Does any of this feel like particularly fae or fairy-like to him? Like this person in front of him? Like, could it be like Teddy would be able to tell if she was a fairy, right? She doesn't look like a fairy. Like
she does not look like a fairy. She's much larger than a fairy would be, for a start.
But there's a bunch of different types of fae besides fairies.
Yeah, but I don't know that you could know if she was a fae.
Right.
Unless you rolled nature.
I don't know if I have.
I think Mink could. Is that one of the things that your detects?
No.
Oh, let me look.
I don't think it's fae.
Right. Yours
It's
is
celestial.
Rangers would know, but
Yeah.
Rangers.
They don't get fae. And I know that for no particular reason, because it's not like you've met any fae so far.
I'll do a nature check. I mean, Teddy's on a roll with connecting with his fae roots right now, or trying to.
Teddy's on a roll.
He did critical fail his nature check.
So maybe not a very good roll.
For a 0.
For a 0, yeah.
Hey, so I'm going to take a... Oh, go away. Did you take the... I think we fixed the card decks last time off stream.
I hadn't then, so I will draw one.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I have something that helps then.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Because your natural 1 actually turned into a 0 because your nature modifier is -1. So that's really great, I think.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, isn't it
If
super?
you're trying to roll as low as possible, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's the game.
that's
It's like golf.
Or Call of Cthulhu. Or actually most Japanese RPGs. Anyway. No, I don't have anything useful.
What does Teddy think about this? Oh, yeah, wait. Do I have anything that I could use in this situation?
Yeah, feel free to check your good boy cards.
I mean,
hey, book.
You guys know me. I'm not gonna... I love critical.
You're going to lean into the natural 1.
Yeah, tell me.
You are absolutely sure that this person is not a fae.
Oh, okay.
Like, you've never been more convinced that this is just your average normal tabaxi. Like, she's cute as heck and really helpful. And you really like them, but yeah, not a fae. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know.
So, I guess Teddy is curious. So, I mean, especially like, yeah, he's trying to work out, what this new connection that he has with this land is. He has not seen, while here in Barovia, has he ever knowingly encountered another fae?
No.
Not even, like, he has no memory of any fae
Not
individuals
knowingly.
in the haunted house. Haunted. The cursed house.
No. And while you're thinking on that, from behind you, up the road, and the rotation of this is all wrong, but I don't know how to fix it, and I also don't care, comes a horse and carriage. And on the map, it looks like it's riding sideways along the road, but it isn't. It's riding the regular way a horse and carriage would be moving along the road. You know, horses first, carriage second. And as they get to you, like, the path is not wide enough for them to get past you. So they stop, and out of the carriage comes a noble person. Whoop. And they, like, walk around you to the tulip stand, and buy 20 tulips for the festivities. And then they make as if they want to ride off, so they ask you to, like, move out of the way of the carriage so they can continue on their way.
A noble from, like, where or what? Like,
you don't know.
Well, I live here.
I mean, there's farmsteads and homesteads around, and maybe they're, like, one of Strahd's pals.
I'll do a quick insight check just to see if I can glean anything about what's this transaction, what festivities, I don't know, just anything that I could get from it. Still a disadvantage. I'm still tired.
Yep.
Great.
4. Yeah. You don't know. Like, if this was like a normal place, you'd think this was just like a totally like reasonable transaction. Like, there are people of different ranks in all kinds of different societies. But here in Barovia, you're so out of your depth. You don't know like what festivities it could be. Like, why are they buying 20 golds worth of tulips? You know, what are they up to? You don't know. Seems fine, probably. So are you guys going to move out of the way and let them go past? Mm-hmm.
No. Do I know with history anything about like festivals in this area, or?
Feel free to roll.
Well.
Yeah, there are a number of different festivals. You know that like Valakai has a number of different festivals, like one every week or two. But your knowledge of like the traditions over this side of Barovia is less than where you're from. And there are a few, but there aren't that many Barovia-wide festivals, and you don't think that any of those is coming up, so you're not sure.
Hey, we'll totally move, but what are all the tulips for? What festivities?
Well, it's the time of year when the tulips are growing and in bloom. It's a very short season, so every year we come and get tulips, and we have a banquet to celebrate the tulips. So it's like,
oh, you're like eating all the
tulip
tulips?
fest.
I've heard those might be
No,
poisonous.
you don't eat tulips. They might be poisonous, yes. But we decorate with the tulips, and we have like a little hooray spring tulip fest.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Are you going to get out of the way now?
That's not a very polite way to ask somebody that.
I'm a noble. I don't have to be polite.
Mink gets out of the way.
Teddy was never in the way, right? Teddy's assuming he's not in the way.
Teddy's definitely in the way.
100%.
We're all on the road.
Yeah. Irina certainly pulls out of the way, and she kind of, like, you know, however her courtesy looks. Yeah, exactly, on the back of a horse. She's really trying not to draw attention to herself, because don't forget, she is trying to travel incognito.
Oh, yeah, the story.
Yeah, the plot, blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada.
Teddy, if everybody else gets out of the way, Teddy will finally look around and look up and realize he's the last person to... Oh, okay. They'll get out of the way, too.
Yeah. Okay.
Mari will move, but she's offended.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You can be offended at any point. Valid. Okay, so they pardon me. They ride off. Get back in your carriage. So, oh my god, this is so difficult. So the carriage rides off.
Hold on. For that, is there anyone, like, is there just like a driver in front and then the noble is inside the carriage?
Hang on, sorry, they're not on the right layer. That's my apologies. Yes, there's like a driver at the front.
While they're starting to drive off, I'm gonna have Lamdea slip in to the back of the carriage.
Oh yeah?
And just sort of go along with them for a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be listening through Lamdea's senses.
Okay, this is Lamdea in the carriage. So you hear the noble being like, "Oh my god, I can't believe those people didn't know about the Tulip Festival. They're so, like, commoners, blah, blah, blah." Like, they're just a horrendous rich person. But they don't say anything, like, interesting about.
Teddy would ask the tabaxi.
Yeah.
So, tell me, what do you know about Fae? Do they exist here? Do you know of them?
Why do you ask?
Well, the tulips, they just... I don't know. I've been in my memories a bit, and they make me think of where I grew up, and these are often associated with fairs.
I feel like Giotto points at the hooves.
My hooves.
Yeah, like obviously.
Oh, also, I mean, he lifts a hoof.
Adam, don't put your feet on stream. Some people are really into that.
It was socked. It's okay.
You have to
Okay,
charge for that.
For now, it's
Mhm.
socked. Tip us on Ko-fi, and I might take it off.
Please don't. Because
this is probably against Twitch terms of service in some
100%.
way.
100%.
Mhm.
It is. If it's not against Twitch's terms of service, it's against Debbie's terms of service.
He's joking about feet.
No. Joking about feet's fine. Actually, like doing sexy
Yeah.
foot business.
Selling
thank
feet
you.
pics.
Yeah. Like you do what you like in your own time, but not. No, thank
It's not
you.
sexy to me. It's not like a sexual. It's just like a sock.
It's a foot. Yeah.
Just
With the
like
sock
money.
on, fine. But the moment you take the sock off, it's game on, Adam. I'm sorry. That's how it works. That's why we wear socks.
All right.
I hope my mother is not watching
This
this.
is the most.
Anyway.
That's the most Victorian thing Debbie has ever said.
Right?
Mhm. Yeah, don't
Ankles.
flash me your ankles, or it's on. Hiya. Okay. Well, are you from Barovia?
I am not.
I think things might be a little different here. I just grow the tulips myself with help.
I mean,
So not
Teddy.
yourself then.
Teddy knows that things might be different here. That's besides the point. Teddy would roll an insight check on this.
That's like explicitly what Teddy was asking, right? Is like, are things like, are they different in this way here?
Mm.
Insight check. Did this tabaxi get weird?
Did this tabaxi get weird? Holy moly. Okay, let's see.
19.
Huh. Yeah, you think there's something going on here that they're not telling you. They are not being fully honest with you.
If I get addicted to tulips on top of addicted to pies,
I'm sorry. Wait, addicted to pastry and addicted to tulips. It'll be the most Dutch that.
the most
has ever
Dutch
been.
I think has ever been.
Yeah. I'm really trying to get us over to the Netherlands.
So,
Not at
Yeah,
all.
so-
Not at all concerned that charisma roll listed as a Keishi. Just
Oh, you can see that?
yeah.
Why is it not whispering my rolls?
I think it's probably
you have to-
because that token might be set differently than the Curse of Strahd ones. Okay, come on, Debbie. I was pretty sure what it was before this.
You guys.
I don't know. To be fair, I don't know what that means, and I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna do that.
same.
It's
Oh.
just it's a cute
Yeah.
cute feline creature. It's lovely, adorable.
Right.
I don't
Anyway,
worry about it.
Foxy.
Now,
mm-mm.
here's a question.
Don't worry about it.
Would
Get
it be
your foot
too?
out.
Would it be too disruptive for Teddy to, because of his suspicions now of the Tabaxi, to turn to Mari and whisper, "I think she's hiding some pies"? Would that be too disruptive?
No. If that's what Teddy would genuinely do in this scenario when he thinks that something's going on, then by all means, Adam, you can do that.
You're asking me to actually play, like, role play cogently?
Play your character. Yeah, I know. Who could have seen that coming?
Cogent role play.
Why don't you jump in a jar of pickles? Or a barrel of pickles?
I mean, she's hiding something. You know, I don't know if Teddy has a particularly invested attitude in figuring out what she's hiding, but it also feels not so fun not to just
Okay.
at least pursue this a little bit. He will whisper to Mink. He'll kind of pull Mink aside and say, This cat lady's definitely hiding something.
How loudly do you say that, Teddy?
in a way, I pulled
The
Mick
whisper.
aside for a reason.
Teddy said it was
Okay.
whisper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah, yes.
I
To the subtlety to the paladin. Smite.
Mink is very tired, very not fully with it, very paranoid right now about everything. And I think that there was like this kind of mindless, sure, I'll buy a flower, and now he like takes the flower and is like, I really do think that actually he's like, the last time we just accepted something on face value as like fine and bought it, it was the fucking pies. And
you didn't even buy them, you got them for free, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, and like now here we are with like another person just like, oh, a beautiful thing, it's fine, eat it, you know. Oh, well, okay. And I think like Mink is just like not in a good headspace for this. I will, however, I do have speech of leaf and beast, and I think I'm going to communicate in a limited manner with vegetation and plants.
Aren't tulips dead if they've been picked?
Well, these are fucking weird tulips, aren't they? And this person is hiding something. So I'm going to make an attempt to talk to the tulip.
Okay.
It's going to go something like this.
Your speech of thing and thong. What's it called? Speech
Wow.
of thing.
Leaf and beast? Yeah, I'll
Yes.
put it in the chat so you can see it.
Yes, thank you. And then you can.
It is not speak with animals or speak with plants. It is that I can communicate with them and I can kind of influence them.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
So, tulip.
If you fucking get me addicted to tulips, if there's anything in you that is trying to influence me against my will, I swear to Torm, I will crush you under my heel.
Debbie question. How loudly are you threatening this tulip?
Loudly. There's no subtlety in my exhaustion. And like, to be honest with you, I've been sitting here and I'm like, I think Mink is getting increasingly agitated as we just kind of do nothing here. Like, Teddy's talking to the seller. Mink is like ready for violence right now.
Okay.
Like, Mink is like poised for violence. And so this is like,
I'm also just going to say that it is at this moment that Diota snaps back to their senses, out of the senses of Lambdea, pulling Lambdea back with them, and just hears this. It's like, what the
Threatening
hell
the tulip,
did
right.
I was gone for 40 seconds?
Yes, Charity, you were. No. So, I think the cat lady sees the tulip, and she's like, no. There's no... Okay, so you've obviously had Granny's pies, and you know how Granny's pies work. These are just flowers. They don't have any special powers or abilities. I'm not like a talented spellcaster. They're just flowers.
That's a weird thing to say. I'm not a talented
insight
spellcaster.
check. I'm insight checking that also. Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, 4.
I think that I'm going for intimidation here, not insight. I think like Mink is like, I would, in a sense, like I'm trying to intimidate her in a way that will lend help to my friend's insights, if that is useful. Like, sure. I'm like, this is like turning the force of like Mink's like kind of out of control violence towards her, of like a tell us the fucking truth or I'm just gonna like destroy your stall kind of feeling is happening from Mink's general energy.
Okay. How do I turn on whispering my rolls? Because I don't want to roll anything and you guys... Well, I suppose you know what the name of the thing is now, and it's going to be meaningless.
I've forgotten.
Yeah, I forget too.
Like, legit. I'm not fucking with you.
Thank you.
The question more for that will be if you want to keep the result of the die secret.
Yeah. How do I do that?
I don't remember.
If you go into the character sheet for this thing, There should be, I believe up near the top in the NPC blocks, if you like go
public
to
or
edit,
GM.
yeah, you can choose whether it's a public role or a whisper to GM, and you can set them to be like always whisper to GM.
It's like under the name, it says there's like a toggle and it's public or to GM.
Okay.
I think the
okay,
NPC
okay.
ones might look slightly different.
Oh, that's true.
I think they do.
Let me check.
You're okay. We'll just take a little minute to do this because I think open character sheet pop out. Settings in it. I've got edit.
Okay, yeah.
just-
If you go onto the NPC page,
Yes.
the cogwheel that appears in the upper right hand corner, click that.
Yes. Yes.
Underneath general options, whisper rolls to GM is the third option. Set it to always whisper.
Oh no, I don't think I'm in the same place as you. Sorry. If I go to the general options, I feel like I must have set this up wrong. General. Never mind. Forget it. I'll just roll it anyway. I can see all of your rolls, so you can see all of mine. Lucky you. All right. Quick. Haha. So yeah, you Diota and Murray, who did insight checks when she said that she wasn't a powerful spellcaster. You aren't sure, but it kind of gives you the willies, but you're not sure why. Like, you don't think, oh, she's definitely lying, and you don't think that she's definitely not lying. You're not sure. While... Yeah, go on.
What would be an appropriate way? So, like, Teddy rolled a 19 earlier on what she said, and so he came away from that thinking this person is hiding something.
Yes.
Can that suspicion just roll forward into what she just said about, you know, if she's like that, she's going out of her way to say, I'm not a talented spellcaster. Can I just have him, like, it makes sense for him to be like, okay, I think she's lying.
Yes, definitely, 100%. You know that she's hiding something, and you feel like Mink called it out, right? Which was what made a couple of people roll these checks, and you're absolutely like, oh yeah, she definitely is. And as like the conversation continues, because I imagine that it would, her, like, the little monkey starts like chipping in like little noises, like as the conversation's going on, and she's like, oh, I'm not a talented spellcaster. He's like, ooh, you know, he's helping. And then suddenly there are distant cries of distress, like further down the road, that you hear. You hear horses neigh, you hear a man shouting, and high-pitched calls. The noise is coming from down the road where the carriage disappeared to just moments ago. And I think we can take a break right there while I try and figure out how to get my whispers secrets. So... we'll have a little break here, friends. Grab a drink, grab a snack, stretch your legs, etc. And we'll see you here in a few minutes.
Be back soon.
Ciao. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Curse of Strahd. Before the break, the weather, no. Before the break, we were at a tulip stand with a nice cat lady. Nothing suspicious going on, although we feel like she's hiding something from us. She's definitely not telling us the full story or being honest with us. Mink threatened a tulip. And, yeah, facts. And, as we're stood there determining, you know, is this person lying to us? She's trying to say, oh, no, I'm not a spellcaster, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's a whole conversation happening, and the monkey's chipping in, and everything's going on. And then we hear from slightly further down the road to where we are, the carriage that rode up and bought some tulips and then fucked off, something seems to be kicking off. The horses are neighing, there's a guy yelling, there's some disturbancy type noises coming from down the road. What do you all want to do?
Teddy was in the middle of, like, regarding this cat lady.
Yes.
When the sounds happen, he wants to get a sense of how did she react to hearing this rigmarole.
She looks nervous and frightened. She doesn't move.
Nervous and frightened. Yeah. Not surprised or concerned about what's going on over there?
Yeah, she seems to be like looking back over her shoulder, like a bit nervous and surprised and not really sure entirely what's going on. But she makes no move to go towards the commotion.
Wait, over the shoulder is where the sound is coming from?
Yeah, so it's if you look at if you imagine like the U-bend map, right? She's facing the north edge of the road, and the sound is coming from behind her as the path has looped around, so the carriage is like behind her further down the road. All yes, right. Mink, there.
I don't think we should get involved with this. This is not our business. I think we should just wait until the screaming stops and then go on our way.
I think Mink's already just running in as direct a line as possible towards the carriage.
God damn it, Mink. That's what you want! And I'll gallop after Mink.
Oh yeah, I guess we are on horses.
Yeah.
You can get off your horses and leave your horses, or you can horse along.
But I would try to cut across this field as long because it like directionally I heard where the thing is, and instead of going to the road and looping around, I would take a direct path. Yeah, if someone's in danger.
Absolutely. Now you can ask me how fast a horse can go, aren't you?
I already know the answer to that, and it's absolutely within 6 seconds. I am back. You're there. No problem. Yeah. I have caught up to this carriage.
What is
and I'm following real close behind. I'm following really close behind Mink.
So feel free to move. You should be able to. Can you move yourselves or not?
Yeah.
You should be able to. Feel free to move yourselves.
You move me because I'm laying down. And
yes, Lena, I will move you to when.
Thank you.
I will put you right next to Mink, no problem. And Lancelot is, of course, with you because he's a good dog. Teddy, Diota, Irina goes as well because she'll move with the crowd.
I would move, but my cat is requesting screens.
Would you like me to move Diota? Would you be going?
I'd be going about like halfway between, so maybe like around where that well is on the map, so that I can kind of both interact if something needs doing with the carriage, but also keeping an eye on other things.
Okay. And where's Graboa? Is Graboa with you?
Yes, Graboa is close on me. Lamdea will probably float more towards the carriage. He jumped down so I can move him. So more like that.
And Teddy?
I think Teddy's doing kind of the same thing as Diota. Like, curious about what's going on over here, but mounting suspicion of, like, what is going on with this tulip lady, that he's kind of keeping an eye on her, too.
Okay. So as particularly Mink, Murray, Irina, Lamdea, as you sort of get over there, right? You see the carriage. The horses are like rearing in distress. The driver is standing on their seat, waving their hands to like fend off someone, you know, like you would like swat away
Mm-hmm.
something, a gnat
Gnats.
or similar.
Birds.
Yeah. You focus your vision and you see like glinting in the rays coming off the canopy or like in the like through the drizzle, because remember it's still drizzling. You see tiny winged creatures. They're hard to distinguish, more details from the distance, but Mink, as you get closer, you see the driver falling to the ground, thrashing about, trying to free themselves from what looks like a tiny fey creature, pulling on their hair and clothes and boots, like just kind of dragging them around. You see the valet that was sitting next to the driver, held stretched to a nearby tree. He has his hands to the sides, and a tiny fey female is holding a minuscule, sharp-looking knife to his throat, drawing a drop of blood. And the tiny little fey is shouting, "Tell your lady to come out and hand over the tulips right now!" The tiny bandit shouts. Let me show you the tiny bandits. Or tiny fey, I should say. All right. I need to move some of these as well. Whoop. Whoop.
God, I wish I were a druid and had Moonbeam. You just bug zapper these little guys.
Wow.
I am sitting here and I'm like, what do I have that
Yeah,
is?
I think I'm gonna shout, hey, like just to try and get their attention, like, you know, kind of the equivalent effect of like startling to see if they'll run off. Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, you.
Yeah. And as you shout, hey, you see the lady come out of the carriage. She like sticks her head out. So like she stands on the step of the carriage as she opens the door. And this is not the person that came out to buy the flowers before. Before it was a man that came out, and now you see a lady. She has her hair in a pink lace hat. That is an item that is highlighted here. I don't know why, but it is. And she's holding the bouquet of the 20 red tulips. And she's like, "These flowers cost me 20 gold. I don't want to give them up to you. I paid for these. I will get you. They're just flowers. If you give me the 20 gold, you can have them, or you can go and buy more flowers."
Did the fairies seem like amenable to the steal?
Okay. The fairy queen is like, "No, we don't have 20 gold. Just give us the flowers. I need to look in the flowers. I need to check them."
Hang on, stop. If you just check the flowers, are you taking them or are you just checking them? Are you looking at flowers and then moving on with your life?
Well, I can't move on. My baby is missing, but I will look in the flowers. And if the baby is not there, then these people can leave.
Oh, that's easy then.
Yeah. Why don't we just look in the flowers for your baby?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to knife
Nobody
a
needs
valet.
to. Yeah. Please don't knife anybody.
Is
We
your
can maybe
child
just-
missing? Don't tell me how to live my life when my child is missing.
That's
Okay.
fair.
I'm trying to come up with a solution where nobody has to die, including you. Can we look in the flowers? I asked to the person,
Lady.
the lady.
Well, I am a very reasonable lady. Of course you can look in the flowers. Just don't damage any of them because they were really expensive.
Okay, but if there's
Yeah,
a
they're
baby in
massively
one of them, we
overpriced.
might need to damage the one where there's a baby inside of it because we would
Just to
like
get
to
the baby
save.
out.
Okay, yeah. Anyway,
Okay. So at this, yeah, the fairy that was holding the valet up against the tree is going to like let them go, and they'll slump to the ground. They're fine, but they're just a bit slumped. And we'll fly over and we'll look through all the flowers, and she is like really quickly, like she look, you know, like with how tulip petals kind of are like that. She kind of peels them back and quickly like looks inside each of the 20 heads, and She's like, they're not here. Trist isn't here. I don't know what to do. And at that moment, can everyone please give me... if someone's trying to sneak away, what's the...
Ours would be perception.
Yeah,
ours would be perception.
You want an active perception roll for this?
Well, okay, I think definitely at least from Diota and Teddy, because they said that they were trying to keep like half an eye on what was going on behind them, right?
Tabaxi bitch stole her child. What the fuck?
Do I have advantage from Graboa also keeping an eye?
Sure.
Chula. 14.
Pretty middling rolls today.
Okay, so Mink got an 11. To go to 14, Teddy got a 9. All right, so with those rolls, like as you kind of turn back to see where they're off to, the monkey has totally disappeared. You don't know where they've gone. No trace. Like, you do not see them, you do not see anything. Teddy and Mink, you do not see the cat lady, but Diota, you just see them as they're like ducking inside the little house. You just like see like the flash of a tail and a bit of a purple robe as they dip inside the house.
The cat lady's fled inside the house. Do I don't know, set fire to it?
Yeah.
What if the baby's in there?
No.
Okay,
We shouldn't even be involved in this, but we should definitely not be just setting houses on fire.
Oh, she absolutely will check the tulip. There's no baby in your tulip either.
Did you check all the ones at the stand?
No.
The lady's
Just up the road.
done a runner.
Teddy is pretty immediately, like, he was trying to pay attention to her. I don't know. He must have been distracted by the fairies and thinking about, like, oh, there are other fae here. But he is pretty immediately going to try to go after the tabaxi lady.
Okay. Can I pause that thought for a minute, Teddy? Because you absolutely can, and this can be happening in parallel. But now that, like, we know that the fairies know that their children aren't in the tulips that the carriage people have, like, the fairies are not interested anymore. They're like, they let everyone go, they stop harassing them, and they're like, oh, you can leave, take your tulips and go. You're very rude, by the way. And the noblewoman's like, you're very rude, assaulting a carriage. And the valet gets back up on the thing, and they ride off down the road. So that's that resolved. Let's just get that out of the way. We don't need them anymore. Okay, and in parallel to that, Adam, you wanted to go towards the house.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if it would be appropriate to, like, I mean, during this interaction with the Fae bandits over there, and like, I mean, I have ideas about what's happening. Teddy rolled at the 19 insight earlier, and I don't know how much I'm carrying forward, but like, Teddy would have been at least to some degree trying to get a sense of, like, ongoing into the interaction, like how much attention the tabaxi was paying. But with a 9 perception roll, maybe Teddy was too distracted by the by them being
fairies.
like,
yeah, and I think that's also like, you could follow the way that the cat person went. You absolutely can, but I think, like, with everything that you were talking about before, like, oh, are there fae in Barovia and such, and you were thinking about, like, tulips flagged for you as being associated with fairies, and now, like, you see 6 or so fairies here, like, that's also a big pull for you, and they seem to be in extreme distress, and you absolutely can go after the cat, or you can talk to the fairies. It's up to you.
Yeah, going after the cat. The cat was hiding something and was being suspicious. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to send Lamdea, who is intangible, through the near wall of the house.
All right, hang on. Hang on. Okay. Cool. Just a second. I need to look at something. All right. This is complicated now, Galway, but that's fine. So you find a where I'm having to switch between maps because there's an inside and an
I
outside map.
understand. So I'm going in like about the middle of the east wall.
Yeah. Okay, and so you find Lamdea is in like a corridor.
So
that seems to go like straight ahead of them.
I'll be sort of rapidly flicking back and forth between their senses and my senses as Lamdea is going to be trying to find any sign of the cat lady and like where she might have gone. I'm happy to make the rolls for that on occasion because like it would be me looking. And then I'll, when myself, kind of be monitoring what everybody else is doing. Like if Teddy has bolted to go inside, I'm probably going to, honestly, I'm probably just going to follow Mink's lead.
Okay. Okay, so Lamdea's inside, and we can have her looking for the. At the moment, Lamdea, does not see the cat person or the monkey, so they're not immediately apparent. But we can do searching in a minute. Teddy, you can kind of round the back here and like get towards the door, if that's where you want to go. And it's
which door did the tabaxi run through?
This one here.
Yeah. And it seems like, I mean, will Teddy have to like dismount his horse if he wants to go inside?
Yes, you'll have to leave your horse outside.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll go that way. Yep.
Okay, so this is a cute little well-maintained cottage. It has whitewashed stone walls and small green shuttered windows. It has a thatched roof set with a red stone chimney, and a thin trail of white smoke slowly wafts from it into the air outside. And there's a few steps up to the closed door where you are. As that is happening, the seemed to be in charge that was threatening the other person with the knife is like, wait, can we, I want to help you, but I can't go inside. I can't go anywhere near her and that building.
Why? What is she? Like, quick, because I think it's time is of the essence, but...
So, I don't know. I'm not, like, an encyclopedia of monsters or whatever. She's some kind of evil witch creature wearing a cat skin, and she took over this field of tulips, and she gestures, like, behind her to this field of tulips. So it's south of where the path is to where you are. There was an old herbalist who lived in that cottage, and we knew them well, and we live nearby, and we keep our babies safe at night, tucked away in a closed tulip flower, and our magic would help the tulips grow like strong and beautiful. And our babies were safe there while we did what we needed to do. And this cat witch came and took over, and she has our babies, and she has them, and I don't know where they are, and I don't know if they're in danger. We're afraid to try and rescue them because she said that if she even smelled a fairy nearby, then the children would be in danger. And I'm just, I'm just too afraid to even go into the field or to go into the house. And that monkey is awful. It's vicious and vigilant and awful.
Yeah, monkeys can rip your face off.
Yes. But imagine if it's a face that's my size. It's a tiny face.
Yeah. It's probably really easy for it.
But if you help us get our children back, we will give you like a boon, a good thing.
But it said this person said I can't go inside.
Yes.
Right after
no,
saying,
the fairy said that she couldn't go inside. Yes.
Right, the fairy said like stop. I want to be part of this, but I can't go inside.
Wants to help us, but can't go inside. As in, like, maybe will give us something that will help us, but we have
just told you a bunch of free information. I think that will help you probably.
Yeah. What does this look like to you? If we kill the witch, does that resolve the problem? What's the?
Well, the most important thing is that we get our babies back. The witch, like, if you kill her, great. If you don't, great. I just want my babies back.
Teddy's been just knocking on the door this whole time. He's slamming on the door. Like, he won't force his way inside, but he's knocking and like.
So the door is latched, and nobody appears to be answering the door.
He's yelling like he'll yell out like, "We saw you go in there. Open up. We have questions for you."
Yeah, nah.
If you don't open this door, I'm gonna knock it down.
I can lockpick it.
Teddy looks at the group. He shrugs. He's like, "Eh? Should I try to knock it down?"
I can just unlock it, Teddy, and then we can be quieter.
Did we try the handle?
Yeah. Is it locked?
Oh, well, you said it was latched, but yeah, Teddy will
locked.
try.
It's locked. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Teddy would have. Okay. Yeah, she tried that. Yeah, Mari
is
can
gonna
come over and
go around to the front to make sure that the creature doesn't try to run out the front.
Okay. And I'm gonna lock pick.
Which door, back or front?
The one Teddy's at.
Okay. You can roll a thieves' tools check.
18.
18. Yeah. So you very quietly unlock the door, but you think all of your hard work with like trying to sneak in through the back door is probably undone by the fact that Teddy was banging on it for a good couple of seconds yelling.
Right, but they shouldn't know that they shouldn't know we're in yet because he said he was going to break it down and then there wasn't that noise of breaking it down.
Sure. Absolutely. Yep. So the door that Mink you're at is locked and there doesn't seem to be anyone like trying to sneak out of there, but the back door is definitely open, and Teddy, you can go inside if you want.
Yeah, he goes
and
in.
The fairies are going to be like they're just going to be like clustered over here. They don't want to get too close to the house.
Giotto will say to them as they move to go to where Mink is, if you could shout if you see her leave from anywhere. And so Lamdea is continuing to search in sort of systematically. Are there windows?
Yes, there are. Okay. Let me put Lamdea and Teddy on the inside map. Bloody hell. I should have done this all on one page, but it was too difficult. Difficult, lemon, difficult. Lamdea. And where's Teddy? Teddy's right here. Okay, and I guess I'm going to have to, for now, come over here to the inside map.
And I'm with Teddy.
Okay, Mari with Teddy. Boop. And Mink, you're down here. And I don't remember where
Giotto would have gone to where Mink was, and then Groboa is going to depend on where windows are.
Okay, so Giotto with Mink. And we'll just put Groboa there for now. Okay, so you see there are a number of windows around this little cottage. There's like this is the kind of on the image. This is what the windows are like.
Mm-hmm.
So Lamdea is in this corridor, so there aren't any windows that Lamdea can see out of. But you can see that like the corridor goes along, and there's a couple of windows and there's doors either side, and then there's this set of stairs goes up to the second floor, and this set of stairs goes down to a basement.
So I think that Graboa would have gone over this way, and is going to smash through the window of this room.
Okay.
While Lamdea starts to go upstairs.
Okay. I didn't put the upstairs in because it's just like another couple of bedrooms and
I'm okay
whatever.
with saying,
so,
like, I spent
Lamdea
that
goes
turn
and
searching nothing. But
nothing.
But basically trying to pincer them in.
Yep. There's nothing upstairs. The cat and the monkey are not upstairs.
So Teddy, if Lamdea would have gone upstairs, Teddy would have gone down to the basement.
Okay. So you're just straight shotting it down. Is it these stairs?
Well, after kind of, I guess.
I'll tap on the
and
window.
Diota are still outside.
Can you let us in?
Oh yeah, yes. Teddy would do that.
Thanks.
I just like
and try to
tick,
get
tick, 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 please.
and try to get a sense of like the lady.
So the front door is locked
here.
with a key that you do not have.
I'll
No, but
lockpick it.
Teddy's on the inside.
Yes. And if it's locked with a key, even from the inside, like the key in the keyhole, if you don't have the key, you can't unlock the door. It's not like a door with a
and
tick clock.
Teddy would point to it and motion over.
I
Mari.
got a 15.
Yeah, okay, so you can open that door.
But Teddy's running downstairs if he doesn't see the lady or the monkey up here.
You do not see the lady, the cat, or the monkey on this floor, but you haven't been in all of the rooms. Like you haven't been in this room or this room. Or
Diota
this
would
room.
report that they're not upstairs, and then I don't think I can actually wait, can I share sources with Graboa? I remember my abilities.
So if Mink and Diota and Graboa can toss the main floor, Teddy and I can head downstairs. Because this feels like maybe she's gonna just kill the fucking babies if we don't find her quickly.
Yep.
So I can't see through Graboa's senses, but I'm going to assume that, you know, if we don't hear screams from an ink jar coming through the wall, that, you know, there probably wasn't anyone in that room.
Mm-hmm.
Do ink jars have vocal cords?
Yeah.
If the witch didn't respond to the ink jar coming through the wall, there you go.
Would you like me to describe the rooms where you are and what it is and such and such?
If I would personally say if they look like they're, some of this is me a little bit going off of like the pictures I can see on the map, but if they look like they're pretty basic, like bedroom or like whatever, I don't think Diota would spend a lot of time looking at it. If there's a room that has like more stuff that might have clues of what was going on, where the babies might be, what this thing is.
So in the double bedroom, the bigger bedroom that you can see that's like next to the main room, it's like a normal bedroom except on the floor next to the bed it's bare. The bed itself is bare, like the blankets and pillows and all of the stuff that used to make up the bed. The mattress is piled on the floor and everything's on top of that as a makeshift bed. So whoever is sleeping in this room is not sleeping on the bed. They're sleeping with all the bed stuff like on the to it.
That's weird.
Very safe. It's like
there's you've got the big table, normal like dishes, bowls, etc. in that kind of area. On the left-hand wall, you've got shelves stacked with labeled jars, painted jugs, crocks, bundles of twigs, leaves, and moss, and kind of all like kitchen, garden, herbalist type things, right? Fairies did tell you that a herbalist used to live here. And at the foot of the shelves is a pile of towels, cloths and rags covered with rough, dark hair. So you can investigate any of those things if you want. The stairs down are covered.
The towels are covered with hair?
Yes. Dark hair. The stairs down are covered with a trapdoor.
Like the towels are really dirty, or the towels are like growing hair?
No, like the... Okay, so you have a pet that has dark hair. Do any of your items ever get pet hair on
Like
them?
that. Okay. Okay.
But
that makes more sense.
And lots of it.
Thank you.
You're good.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I was actually confused.
No. That's valid. They're not growing hair, no. So, any and all of those items you can investigate if you want. Or you can just go down the trapdoor downstairs if that's what you want to do.
I think I might investigate the sort of the jars and the towels quickly to see if anything... So here's my line of reasoning on this. I think that Diota knows enough about alchemy, etc., to be able to roughly tell sort of like what ingredient list they're looking at.
Yep.
And seeing if there's anything conspicuously missing. And then sort of looking at the towels like, what the hell is that?
Okay. So you can roll me a investigation check for the shelves. To the herbalist shelves area. And
24 on the shelves.
okay. So you see that these shelves are pretty well stocked with like herbalist ingredients that could be used for alchemy, for example. So if you wanted to loot them later or now, you absolutely can. And you also find two of the like little bottles, 2 healing potions and 1 antitoxin as well.
Oh, you're writing these down, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There were also like tons of other ingredients and bits and pieces.
Diota wouldn't be like doing the looting for like alchemical ingredients now. It's mostly trying to see like, do I see, all the jars to make a bomb are empty kind of thing.
No, it looks like these ingredients have been very well cared for, very well stored, very well indexed, but not touched in a while. Almost like a herbalist had a really good stock of things, and then something happened to them, so they didn't maintain it or use any of their stock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Furry towels.
Adam, do the towels? You want to look through the towels?
Yeah, just quickly to see if I can tell a little bit more of what's
you
going on.
You can give that an investigation check.
I'm good at
I
those.
think it's just where the monkey sleeps.
14.
You see a pile of rags that is full of monkey hair.
Yeah.
Then the monkey is not in the bed.
I choose to believe that Diota thinks that this is just like, I don't know, polishing the monkey.
Yeah.
As one does.
Teddy, did you want to investigate the trapdoor above the steps down?
So the trapdoor is where?
So here are the steps down, and it's like there's like 2 or 3 stairs and then a trapdoor, and then like the stairs obviously continue.
Oh. I mean, I feel like it's more natural to maybe just keep running down the stairs, but maybe point out the trapdoor to
You
anybody
can't
who's...
It's blocking the stairs.
down the stairs without lifting the trapdoor.
Oh, wait, sorry, I'm not picturing it right then.
No, you're good. So
There's
imagine a flight of
door.
stairs that's going down, and then blocking off after like 2 or 3 stairs is a trapdoor. Like
So you have to-
Like
and you have
halfway
to
down
fold
the
it up.
stairs?
Not halfway, but just a couple
A
down.
bit. You have to fold it up to get down the rest of the stairs.
Okay, I can't picture that, but sure, yeah. If it's an impediment, then yeah, Teddy will try to open the trapdoor.
I'm going with Teddy.
The trapdoor is built into the stairs?
It looks like it was a hasty addition.
But like it leads down.
Yes.
Basically, it's like
Imagine
if the floor
if a bad-
trapdoor is just recessed down 2 stairs. It's
If
just
a
over the stairs, but
Bad
down 2
cat
stairs.
lady had moved into a cottage and wanted to block off the basement and put in like a makeshift trapdoor a couple of stairs down. Imagine that. So the stairs are blocked off slightly, but in a really kind of makeshift, rapid way.
Yeah. There's something wrong with my brain. I don't know why anybody would do this or what the point is, but Teddy opens the if it's in the way. But the stairs continue.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I don't think it's very like architecturally sound.
No. I just
Teddy opens it.
Yeah.
Or tries to.
Okay. If you try to open the trapdoor without investigating it or anything, you realize.
Oh,
as
no.
you open
Okay,
it-
to be very clear. Okay, here's the thing. Because this is such a curiosity to me, I'm going to assume that Teddy is also like, what the fuck is going on with this? And he would absolutely investigate it.
Okay.
And he does have the rogue with him, so I'm probably like, doing my roguey thing, looking for traps and locks.
You want to check? You want to give me a check for traps? Check by all means. Check. For traps.
What is that? Investigation?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Right, I'm not a very good rogue. I got a 19 though.
All right. So you see, when you investigate this trapdoor that is baffling architecturally speaking, you see that there's like a little string that goes off the trapdoor. It's almost like it's trapped, the trapdoor. And if you were to open it without dealing with the trap would be sprung and you would end up with like, there's a pile of like, oh God, I can't even describe it. So this is poorly designed and poorly described, but if like you opened a door and sometimes it's trapped and like something from on top falls down on you.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that, but the bucket is full of like knives and stuff, so you would get
Jesus.
stabbed and bludgeoned and such.
How do I disarm a trap? I don't know. Is that slide? What roll is that?
You could do it with your thieves' tools.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, I got an 11? Is 11 good? Or am I getting knifed?
So you are baffled by this trap because it seems to like breach all logic of architecture and physics, and you think like, because the way the trapdoor opens is it goes upwards, which would loosen the string, so why does that cause the bucket to drop? Nobody knows. Okay, but it does. And so you basically pull the string taut and cut it, and like, Teddy kind of catches the bucket before it falls. So like it's a messy disable of the trap, but you manage to disable the trap, so nobody's taking any piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning damage from the things falling on top of you.
Cool. Is the door also locked, or are we good?
It is not locked.
Okay.
So you can hoik that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Teddy go first. Teddy's way tankier than me. I'm just still looking for traps and stuff, just in case. Calcifer's really cute and distracting.
Oh my, he's just like, I can't believe that cat is trying so hard to open the door.
Well, because he can open it when it's not locked. He's really good at opening doors.
Yeah, you can tell the fact that he goes straight up, and his paw goes onto the hook of the and he's really he's there. He knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
Incredible. Okay, so let me describe it. Teddy, are you heading down the stairs into the basement?
Yes, and please don't say it that way. So
that's how they say it in the UK.
Yeah, don't you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a name, basement.
All right, so hopefully I just moved you onto the stairs over here.
I denounce that pronunciation with 2 lips.
Okay. You can do what you like, and I will continue to do it. All right. So the wooden stairs go down to a warm, stuffy, heavily fragrant cellar. It has a low ceiling and a rough stone floor. There are long benches on either side, strewn with rice paper sheets, inks, and stamps. And the little Fey children have like the little stamps like on their feet, and they're kind of like walking over their rice paper sheets, stamping with the red tulip patterns. And Teddy, you kind of take this all in at a glance. The far corner, down here, ping, is piled with dirty sheets and is used for sleeping. And there's a couple of Fey babies asleep in that at the moment. And there's a person also. Hang on, I'm on the wrong layer again. Shuffling around the other end of the room, and you can see that she is chained. So she is chained to this wall on a very short chain. But you also see the tiny children, they see you and they look up at you and they look terrified as they're putting the tiny tulip patterns on the little rice paper sheets.
How many children are down here?
What would be, at a glance, you think maybe a dozen, maybe slightly more?
Okay. Teddy will kind of ask them, mouth just audibly, did she come down here?
Okay. Before anything further happens, where is everybody else? Because I know that Murray said she was following Teddy down the stairs.
Yeah, I'm directly behind Teddy.
Yep. What about Diota and Mink and Graboa and Lamdea?
I'm going to leave Lamdea on the main floor in the main room because that covered both doors, right?
Yep.
And then Graboa and I will probably cautiously head down if it seems like that's where Mink is going. Okay. Diota's response to danger is stay relatively near Mink, not directly near Mink because Mink is in danger, but nearish.
Okay. I do think, I suspect that someone is invisible. I think someone's gone invisible. And Mink has experience with the enemies that go invisible, and his go-to is to find something that is powdered, like if there's flour in the cupboard, and just start spreading it around so I can see footsteps, or if it hits something that is, not visible but is in the room, it will kind of hit them and kind of make an outline or something. Would use dirt if we were outside, but would go for something like flour or whatever's in the kitchen or in the
for sure. Upstairs on the kitchen table, there could have been a bowl of flour. Someone's baked a loaf of bread. You can grab a handful of flour and
Salt Bay.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the cat. Yeah, and flour.
Yeah, I think
around.
just starting to just toss it around and just for anything suspicious happening with this.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's imagine there's this flight of stairs that goes downwards, and you are all one behind the other on this flight of stairs, let's say.
Hang on, I didn't go downstairs. I'm checking
you're not
upstairs for invisible
upstairs.
Things.
No invisible things.
Okay.
So
okay.
I wouldn't have gone down
go
either yet. I'd be
right,
waiting
that's
for
fine. I can, I can go downstairs. I just wanted to clear,
no, you're good.
Nothing invisible that's going to sneak out the front when we're downstairs.
I missed that. You're absolutely fine. So whilst Mink and Diota are invisible checking this floor using the bowl of flour, most of the bowl of flour is now going to be used because you'll have floured everywhere. You'll have salt bathed the whole house. Nothing's invisible. You've just made a fucking mess now. That's fine. So this means Teddy and Murray, you're downstairs, and Teddy, you kind of take all of this in. You see the little fairy babies. You see the person chained to the wall at the end. And as you turn to your right, there's the the banister of the stair is in your way, and like hidden right there, like right fucking what? Right next to you is the cat woman and the little monkey as well. Why don't we all roll initiative? Wait, let me check the turn order. It's clear. Okay, so yes. Please roll initiative. Don't forget to click your thingamajig before you do your thingamajig.
Initiative is an ability roll. So it's disadvantage
Correct.
still. Okay. It didn't roll it with disadvantage. Should I roll again? See if I get lower than a 10?
That's how I would handle it. It is really hard to make them roll with advantage or disadvantage. You basically have to do it through the core settings.
That's a 6.
We are not remarkably speedy.
No. You're not. Hang on. Oh my god, why aren't you letting me do the thing that I want to do? Yes, yes. Yes! Okay. Alright. So, in the basement currently, we've got Teddy followed by Mari, and Mink and Diota are still upstairs flowering, but like, I imagine you're going to hear the commotion that's about to kick off. Okay? Right. Please hold.
I think he just wants to talk to this lady.
Honestly, this also makes good narrative
You
sense
did have an
because
initiative.
Diota's probably closer to the stairs because they would have been waiting near there while Mink was flowering. So that kind of makes sense of where we're slotting in.
Yep. 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 Okay. Hang on. All right. You see that the cat lady is going to cast a spell, and Teddy, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. Unless, are you immune to being charmed?
I don't think so.
All right, then please may I have a wisdom saving throw? If it meets, it beats. Damn. Ah. All right, fine.
My 15
Oh.
beats. It meets and it beats.
Yeah. So you feel like this person was trying to cast a spell on you to, like, you know, maybe suggest a particular course of action that you would like to take, and you're like, no, I'm in control of my faculties. I've got this.
Nice.
And when that doesn't work, the monkey launches itself off the shoulder of the cat and like onto the front of you, and it's trying to bite you in the face. Does a 13 hit you?
This vicious, vigilant bastard. A 13? No, my armor class is 16.
Well, there you go. So that's my turn, which means, oh, hang on, hold on. Ooh. Teddy, have you got like a necklace? Or like a token or something? Like a... Because I know you've got your shield with your thingamajig on the front, but that... Did you also have another, like, item?
Not that I
All right then.
know
Never
of,
mind.
because he has the. Oh, remember his spyglass? He still has that spyglass
Spyglass of
somewhere.
Teddy's regrets.
Yeah.
But that's
You
the
haven't looked in that in a while.
Gothic trinket. Yeah, but yeah, I don't. None of his items are
Nothing
like
other than that.
a necklace.
Okay.
No.
Diota, it is your turn.
I'm assuming that Diota has just heard sort of trump, 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 and followed by a monkey like screeching. I'm like,
Yeah.
very good. Do I have room to like get an angle to look down into the basement?
So when you are in a fight with your pals, you can stand in the same space as them. So you could definitely like scooch along and like stand in the same square as Murray, who's like behind Teddy up the stairs to like see down what's going on.
Okay, so I'll scooch down and then be able to scooch back up because I can't end in the same space.
Yeah.
Are they still in this same position? Like the monkey has sprung back from Teddy then?
Oh no, the monkey is on Teddy.
That makes my life harder. Let's... I'm going to Word of Radiance, selecting the cat and the monkey. So they have to make a Constitution save.
Okay. One moment, please. Okay. So the monkey got a 19, and the cat lady got a 3.
Okay, so the cat lady takes 4 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I will scooch back up the stairs. With my bonus action, I will command Graboa to attack.
Yes.
So Graboa is going to float down and sort of try to establish on the other side of the room. And is going to focus on trying to, like, punch the monkey off of Teddy. Because the monkey currently seems to be a threat. Graboa will have had his character sheet closed by me.
Yeah, that's gonna slow him down.
Yeah, buddy, what's up?
What's
You're just
up?
sitting under me meowing.
Cassifer, do you want to join in this fight? I can make your character sheet. Cassifer's like, let me out. A 19. Does that hit? Fuck yeah, it does.
God, it better hit that monkey.
Yeah, it hits the monkey, don't you worry.
We are
It hits the monkey.
horrifyingly outclassed and need to leave right now if the monkey has an AC of 20.
Yeah, no, that hits.
4 force damage.
All right.
Graboa punch.
I'm just gonna, -4. Okay, all right. Good.
And that is my turn. And Graboa's
All
turn.
right. Marie!
I can attack the monkey from where I'm
Teddy?
standing because Teddy's right in front of me.
Yes, but if you imagine, geographically speaking, you're here, Teddy's here, and the monkey is on the front of Teddy. So you would have to reach around Teddy to stab the monkey, which I think might be difficult.
I'm
But
not
you
gonna
can do
make
it if you want.
reach around.
No, you're not.
Anyway,
No, you're not. You're just
can
not.
I do a sick ass flip to like land on the other side of Teddy?
If you want to give me a dexterity check to do a sick ass flip,
Would that be acrobatics?
yes.
Now, are you doing a flip that's sick ass or an ass flip that's sick?
The
These
second
are the
thing.
questions that we'll never know. Oh, okay. So a
12?
12.
It's an ass flip. That's
It's
it.
an ass flip. So
The dice will determine.
you try to like parkour off the wall and like flip round, but you don't do it perfectly. And you kind of land like on your shoulder and your head, and then you like roll to stand up. So you're gonna take like 1 point of bludgeoning damage from landing poorly, and it didn't look cool.
Bruise up your shoulder.
Yeah, but you're there and you're like, fucking ow. You know, like when you really land hard on your shoulder, you're like, ow.
I did that on purpose. This is how it's supposed to look. I'm gonna stab
This is how you were trained to do it, right, Mari?
at the monkey.
Gerboa gives you a little papery thumbs up.
Can we update the position on the map so that I know what my turn looks like?
Yeah,
Yep.
where would I be ish? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume a 10 does not hit. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action for a second attack. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
And I have sneak attack. Oh, not very good sneak attack though. So 6 sneak damage and 5 magical psychic damage.
Okay, so how would you like to slaughter this monkey?
Thank God.
Stabbing its face in before it can tear mine or Teddy's off.
Wow, okay. And the monkey is screaming the whole time until it and it's just a little monkey, and then it just collapses. And
Christ.
as it dies, it like all of the like monkey features around it like fade, and it looks like a little devilly demon type fiendish thing.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, so divine sense would have worked on it.
Not harm to animals, everybody. It's a bad one. You're fine.
Demon.
It's not really.
Yay. Harm to even demons.
I was gonna say, also, I'd like to point out that like this is, glittering psychic energy sort of spike blades through the creature on Teddy's face. So Teddy's just like,
This is wild.
Yeah. Yep.
So
All right.
that's my turn.
Yeah. The monkey's gone. Very sad.
Bad
Teddy, it's your turn.
He's gonna whack this lady with his quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get whacking.
Newly silvered quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Whack.
Yes, a 20 hits.
And now I roll damage. 10 bludgeoning.
I think it's
Or did I? What did
I think it's just 4 because it didn't know if you had advantage, so it gave you the second die in case
I
you
see.
got the crit. So I
4
think it's just 4.
bludgeoning. But I'm trying to make it like really hurt. Like not in terms of HP, because obviously that's a mechanic, but like I'm trying to make it like sting.
Right. Yeah, she goes,
She needs to know what she's
that
done.
stings.
Good.
Is that it?
Jeez, I guess. I don't know. What is my action economy? I don't even know what I can do. But yeah, that's probably it. Dueling. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, no, never mind. Oh, dueling when you were wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon. So it doesn't apply if I have the one weapon in both hands?
correct.
The idea is you're going, ha, like a
You're
Like you're
fencing.
right here.
Yeah.
So I had this fighting style and deliberately just... Well, not
You could use
deliberately,
your mace. It's one-handed.
But I can't attack again, right?
No.
That's my turn.
All right. Mink.
Great. Okay. Mink is going to shove his way in past his friends. Oh, I can't grab. Okay. And get into this last little space. And I guess the children are somewhere around here too, right?
Yeah, they're
kids.
teeny weeny phase, so
Okay,
they're like,
they're not. Yeah.
yeah, you're not going to
Okay.
stand on them.
Okay, great. I think Mink is going to reach out. How big is this cat creature?
Regular size.
Regular person sized.
Yeah,
A
I
regular
don't know what that
cat
is in.
size.
No. Regular cat person size, humanoid size.
Humanoid size. Okay. I am going to utter a vow of enmity as a bonus action against this thing.
Yeah.
And then with advantage, I am just going to smash its head with my Morning Star.
Which is now magical as well, right?
It is. It's a
Yeah, it's a 17 hits.
Okay. We're adding a Divine Smite onto this because Mink
why not?
is just has been poised for violence for about an hour and a half now and is mad at the world. So it's going to be expend 1 spell slot, deal radiant damage to the target in addition to the weapon's damage, 2d8 for a first level spell slot. If it's undead or a fiend, it gets plus 1d8. So here's the Morning Star damage, and why is there 5? I didn't mean to roll a third d8, sorry. I meant to roll just the 2, but so that's 16.
But you said there's an extra d8
piercing.
if it's a what? If it's Fae?
A fiend? No.
Okay.
Fiend or
so
undead.
she takes 16.
16 radiant and 7 piercing, which is from a magical weapon.
Yeah. Yuck. She's looking real fucked up. Anything else you want to do, Mink?
No, that's it.
Okay. It's now her turn. She is going to cast another spell. Where's my character sheet? I put it over here, didn't I? Okay. So she's going to cast this spell, and Mink, you need to make an intelligence saving throw, unless you are immune to being frightened.
I do not believe I am. One day we will level up and I will have an aura, but until then, I will just
we're not there
use
yet.
this intelligence saving throw, I guess, because I have -1. Okay, here we go. For this, just because I've had this inspiration for a hot minute, I'm going to spend my inspiration and see if I can do better.
Great.
Nope, exactly the same. What a useful thing.
What a great.
I'm scared, I guess.
Thank you, inspiration.
So tired.
She reaches into your mind, and you failed your save. You lose the ability to distinguish friend from foe regarding all creatures that you can see as enemies until the spell ends.
Oh shit.
Each time you... When does the spell end? Who knows?
I think what you were just saying, though, is going to help me understand that.
Each time I make the target takes damage. So every time someone hits you, you can repeat the saving throw. And the effect ends on a success or when she drops her concentration.
Okay, I do want to put some stink on this of just for flavor. Mink has been sitting in a very fucked up headspace for a while. He's been very triggered, very, very much living in a difficult, feels like he's back in his war experiences for a hot minute now. And I think this is we have rushed into a building. We are dealing with magical things. This is very akin to what he actually did, his missions during the war, up to and including things with weird children who were affected by magic and things like that. And so I think all of this is just like, I think that he's so teetering on that edge already that this spell, like, she barely had to like flick a switch, and he's just like, he is lost in memories of his wartime fighting. And I think that it's a very bad situation for him. He is absolutely like, I don't recognize these people. This isn't my platoon. These are enemies right now. And the magic just put that little bit of veil over, like, these are your friends for him, that just flipped that switch.
Okay. And as she realizes that spell has like slotted into space, like, she looks absolutely furious, and she's like cursing and hissing at you. You meddling fools, you don't know the half of the suffering I've endured. Those nobles are going to pay for what they did. You're ruining it. You think these fairies are cute and sweet? They taunt me. It's only fair their children pay for what they did. And she... Where's my fucking thing? She takes the disengage action on her bonus action because she has this thing called nimble escape, and she's gonna try and wait a second, try and fuck all the way past you. So she's gonna have to go past who's on the stairs, Teddy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also right in front of Teddy.
Yep. So she's disengaging and is going to go bloop bloop up the stairs.
That still means she has to push her way through each of us as an action.
Yep. Yep. Oh.
So it's
Well,
not attacks of opportunity.
Disengage.
Just means that she doesn't take attacks of opportunity.
Yeah,
But
like,
help
unless
her
she has
slip
freedom of movement or something, like, which would be a whole spell that she would have to cast,
or a whole like
or
stat
like
block
whatever.
ability.
Yeah, stat block
Like
ability.
slippery, or I think there's a few others that are like, you can pass through other creatures' spaces without a problem.
Oh no, it doesn't say that.
If she's a full medium creature, we're still standing on the stairs.
Boo.
And I think she could make an ability check to shove past, right? But it would have to be like, it is her action to do so.
I think
Which
that's
is
how we
she's
ruled
already
it.
done that.
And that's how we ruled that
Yeah.
with whatever the name of the vampire spawn was.
Yeah, the vampire.
He had to try to like fight his way through us.
Yeah. Okay, well, in which case she disengages and goes, fuck.
You're so pretty cornered.
Yeah.
Also, maybe Mink should take Sentinel. This is just like, I'm thinking about our level up at 4. Like, should I take Sentinel just so that like
Oh,
people
God,
can't
4 is
shove
such
past us?
Beautiful time.
One day,
whenever you get
Someday
there.
get there.
All right. Well, so where we are is the monkey's dead. She looks really, really messed up, and she's mad about everything. And she's cast this spell on Mink so that Mink doesn't know friend from foe. And who knows what Mink's going to do on their next turn. But I think that's where we can leave it for today. Not knowing what Mink is going to do.
Oh boy.
Oh, boysy. All right.
Oh.
So you're not dead though. So that's pretty
Doing
good.
pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to the incredible players for surviving another session and only killing a fiendy monkey type thing. I really thought that fell on Teddy was going to go off. Boo.
You thought what?
Thank you, everyone in
The
the
spell on you is going to go off.
the spell that she did on you to begin with was going to hit, but
Oh, sorry.
you rolled too good. It's really rude.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for hanging out in the chat, or if you catch this on demand, I hope you enjoy it. We are next playing next weekend.
Yeah, we're playing same time next Saturday.
Yeah. And next
And then
Saturday
after
we've
that,
got-
you have a one shot after.
Yes, we do. So we've got Curse of Strahd at the normal time, 9 a.m. Mountain, 11 Eastern, 4 p.m. UK. And then at a later time, which is 8 p.m. UK, which means it must be 1 p.m. Mountain and 3 p.m. Eastern, because I can do the maths. We've got a one-shot set in Barovia, but at a different place. maybe a slightly different time. So that's exciting. So next Saturday is lots of DMing for Debbie. I'm excited. So join the Discord, !Discord, to get updates and announcements on what we're up to if anything changes. Hopefully we'll see you then. I hope everybody has enjoyed as much of Calcifer as they've been able to see in this stream. Just a perfect baby boy. What an absolute delight. Okay, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you players for being awesome. Take care of yourselves in this time. Drink some water. Love you all. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Council said bye.